Hey everyone, today we're doing something special. My girls wanted to make me some food while I recorded it, and I'll walk you through the steps because they were too shy to say it on the camera. But they wanted to make meals themselves with recipes that they chose from the cookbooks, and actually the one recipe my oldest daughter made herself. They were going to cook it for me as like kind of an early Father's Day present. So we're going to have a salmon recipe today, where it's all breaded up and all flavored up with my daughter's secret recipe, and some buttermilk biscuits. So let's get to it. And here we are with my daughter, who's going to be making buttermilk biscuits. So she's going to start by putting the 4 cups of flour into this bowl. Is
that good?
That's one. Normally we'd be using 2 cups of flour, would be enough to make about 6 biscuits, but we're making more because we have a big family and everyone's gonna eat more than one. That's fine.
4.
Alright. Then she's going to need 2 tablespoons of baking powder. So I'm going to put 2 of those scoops in there. 1. 2. We're doubling everything because of how much we're making, so normally 1 tablespoon would get enough. Alright, and then you're going to need
2 of salt.
a teaspoon of salt, so you can fill this half teaspoon up twice. Just hold everything important to this spoon over top of the thing. That way if any falls, it goes into the bowl. Yeah, like that.
That's about 2.
Right. Yeah, that'd be enough. You don't want to make it too salty.
I'm going to use this.
And then you're going to use this one to get 2 tablespoons of sugar, which we have in this nifty resealable bag because our sugar bag got shorted. Alright, now the fun part.
Milk.
You're going to get this shortening. Open it up. And you're going to get, double check in.
About 2.
And it's going to be 2 of those. Try to get the best you can.
This is powder.
No, it's not. Try to get the best you can. You have to scoop a couple times with it. Here, I'm going to try using a spoon and scoop it into it.
Yeah.
This stuff's going to be really slippery, so if it gets on your fingers, you have to scrub your fingers for a while to get it off.
It's like a few of these. How much more spoon thingies?
Well, scoop it into the scooper thing so you know.
Okay. So that's about 1.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
So messy. Look at this mess. So messy. So she's going for, normally it'd be half cup. We're doing a whole cup here of shortening.
There.
This should be good enough, hopefully. You get this nifty thing instead of using your fingers, and just knead that shortening up in that stuff. Keep doing it. Just push it down like you're grinding it into it. Like you can twist it and everything. Just keep chopping it up in there. Get it all off the edge and put it in there. You're gonna keep mixing it up until it starts getting kind of crumbly.
Yeah, it's all over my fingers.
We're gonna get to like all kind of crumbly, and then the shortenings in like small pieces instead. You're gonna get flour on you. It happens when you cook stuff.
Yeah.
If you're afraid of messing up your clothes, then you should wear different clothes.
Yeah. It's
You know
one of
what I'm saying?
it's one of my favorite
You know what I mean?
outfits. Yeah.
Yeah, work it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off while she does that, so you guys don't have to sit there and watch her chop away this thing, and I'll start it back up when it's time for the next step. And we're back. Can't really tell, but there's small bits of that shortening in there all mixed up. Now she's going to add, we're pouring about 1 cup of buttermilk in there. Normally you only need about 3/4, but since we're using more, I'm going to use a little bit more buttermilk. I'm not using double that yet because I want to make sure it's not too moist.
It sounds horrible.
Mix it all up. Make sure all the flour and everything gets mixed up in there. Get all the stuff off the edges and everything. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. Scrape it down. There you go. Scrape it down. So I'm talking about. So I'm talking about, old son. Big old bobcat. Anyway, she's gonna keep mixing it up until all the flour mixture is nice and moist. Now we're taking over to our area to roll it out and cut it up. So I will come back to you guys once it's ready. All right. So put the dough out on the table, and now she's going to knead it about 20 times to get it nice and mixed together and firmed up and stuff. So I'm not going to have you guys sit through all that, but she's going to keep kneading it, and I'll come back to you guys when it's ready to go. Now that's all kneaded out, she's going to use the rolling pin to roll the dough to about 1 inch thick. So start rolling. Here, I'll hold the silicone mat so you don't... You know how to use a rolling pin? You know the rolling pin rolls with the... Just hold the handles and roll it.
Yeah.
There you go. You're going to want to roll it like going this way too.
So, like this?
Yeah. You keep alternating between that so you like change different angles so you can try to roll it out and make it like, there you go. Okay. So that way you can roll it all out and make it wider. And we can always do the edges too, like roll the edges out so that way they actually get thinner too.
Okay.
Look for all the fat edges and roll them out too. Remember, it has to be 1 inch thick, so you're getting there. You're almost ready. Yeah, probably don't do this one anymore, but get this one done.
Oh, yeah,
Get
that's
the middle
good.
down a little bit because the middle's kind of chunky but monkey. Now what we're going to do is we're cutting these. We're going to have to squish the dough together with the whatever spare pieces we have and roll it out again.
Okay.
Alright, now that is done, is this thing still good? Okay. We don't have a fancy dancy biscuit cutter, so we're going to use this cup. So we're going to put that to the side because we might need that again. And just push it down, like try to do it close to the edges. There you go. Push down.
Fat biscuit.
Alright, I'm going to get this pan. Now keep cutting them. And we're going to place them on this pan. If this pan's not enough, we'll get another one. Let's see how these turned out then. Make sure you push it on them really good so they cut all the way through. So you have some that cut all the way. This one is.
There we go, that was good.
Yeah, you gotta twist it. Good job. Get a gerb. I'll get one more down here, and then we'll have to squish the dough together and roll it out again. And we'll keep doing this until we use up as much dough as humanly possible so we don't waste anything. And I'll come back when we're all done. And we end up getting this many, plus a dough ball, out of all that dough. These ones are a little bit thinner because we really stretched it out. But here's about how thick you want them. Alright, and now my lovely assistant's going to hold this while I put them in for her so she doesn't burn herself. They're going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. For 15 minutes. Then after that, they will be done and ready to eat. Now I'll move on to my other daughter's project. And this recipe is my oldest daughter's very own invention. We got some salmon here. I meant to get it without skin on, but we've made it with skin on before and it's actually pretty good. She's going to be using her own combinations, more preference of buttermilk style seasoning, popcorn stuff, garlic breadcrumbs, paprika, smoked paprika, Montreal chicken seasoning, Italian seasoning, and yellow mustard seeds are going to be for when she puts it in the pan to cook it up. But she got her salmon here, all cut up into little squares. And there's the mixture of all those ingredients except for the mustard seeds. And she got her milk there to dip them in, and there's a plate when she's done. So she's going to show you how to do the first couple, and then I will turn it off and we'll come back whenever she's ready to cook it. So go ahead. She's dipping it in the milk to get it all nice and coated. and rolling it in the breadcrumb mixture. So she'll do that with every single piece before she decides to go throw them in the pan and cook them up. So we'll come back when she's all done. Okay, so she started without me, but she used peanut oil this time. A lot of times she uses sesame oil, and she put the mustard seeds in there. Let them start popping a little bit. Then now she's putting all the pieces of salmon in there. She has breaded, and she also sprinkled that smoked paprika all over top of them. She's gonna cook them up until they're nice and cooked all the way through. And she's gonna put them on their plate, and they're ready to serve. And here we are with the finished product of what my children's made. Got the buttermilk biscuit. Melt some butter on it. And I got some yummy fish. I'm putting some boom boom sauce on because I love boom boom sauce. There you go. A yummy meal made by my kids as an early Father's Day present to me. And there you have it. Nice simple recipes. Like I said, the salmon recipe my daughter made herself with her own ingredient choices. And the buttermilk biscuits were from a country cookbook we have that we made it years ago and she wanted to make it again. So she decided she chose that. As you see, I had to help out a little bit because she was struggling a little bit. But all in all, she did a pretty good job. Anyway, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell thingy so you know when I do more videos. And I guess other than that, I'll see you around.